Taurus Risings. This is a continued year of breaking out as your authentic self that's been a theme over the past few years, but now it has career implications as there's a definite new beginning in your career world coming up. If you're excited to see what the astrology, tarot, and oracle deck cards have to say about you for 2021, make sure that you like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so that you are always up to date with what the stars have in store for you. This video is brought to you by my very own Astrology Academy course. This course is a comprehensive deep dive into the foundations of Western astrology. This includes history, philosophy, technical concepts, counseling considerations, and a step-by-step guide to reading a chart. If this new year feels like a year to dive into the study of the structure of reality through the stars and the planets and everything astrology, now's a good time to get on that, and you can catch both that and my Manifestation Mysteries of the Moon course and my free webinars to start your learning journey all down below. Hi, I'm Maren. I am a professional astrologer, author, and philosophy student. I combine traditional Hellenistic astrological techniques with modern psychological counseling dynamics in order to provide grounded spiritual guidance with my astrology. So we enter the year with the Jupiter-Saturn Great Conjunction in your 10th house of career in Aquarius. I have a full video on the Great Conjunction linked down below, but this is a new reality in your career. You're committing to a big opportunity that is serious and will require long-term growth. That will color the entire year. And in particular, in the beginning of the year, Mars in your first house will be squaring Saturn in Aquarius in your 10th house. So there's this push-pull dynamic between trying to go after something in your identity or be a self-starter and the commitments in your career that are more long-term. So expect impatience or rebellion or pressurized refusal and resistance at the beginning of the year. Jupiter and Saturn in Aquarius will also be squaring Uranus in Taurus in your first house. So again, this desire for you to break out of your shell and go against the long-term plans in your career might be overwhelming. There might be this awareness of what you're dedicating yourself to and this like, fuck it, I'm gonna do whatever the hell I want in the moment energy that is really, really calling for reconciliation. You're really being activated with this, you know, do I rebel in the moment? Am I authentic right now? Or do I stay authentic to a plan in the long term? And really figuring that out. Especially Saturn squaring Uranus will be most precise February 17th, June 14th, and December 24th. So it's present the entire year, but those 3 dates around that time, it's most active. There's 3 Mercury retrogrades for this year. So the first one is in your Aquarius 10th house of career. This is happening January 30th to February 19th. So watch out for communication in career issues. May 29th to June 22nd, you have a Mercury retrograde in your Gemini 2nd house. So think about money and being smart with that during this second one. September 18th to September 27th to October 18th, 3rd and final Mercury retrograde in your Libra 6th house. Think health, illness, and coworkers. Just be careful about your physical body and any paperwork regarding illnesses and coworkers during this 3rd and last one. And yes, all Mercury retrogrades this year are in air signs. Venus retrograde will be taking place at the end of the year, December 19th through into the beginning of 2022 and January 29th in your Capricorn 9th house. So we end the year with a bit of like, what do you really value in that 9th house of Capricorn with foreign travel and higher education getting so beat up over the past few years. It's kind of this end of this year being like, okay, so rethinking what your values are in that now that we've cleaned that out. Nice little cherry on top at the end of the year. Jupiter in Aquarius will be in your 10th house, so growth, optimism, and abundance in your career sector, but it will be retrograde June 20th to October 18th. So there will be a bit of revising or going back during this time. And Jupiter will actually enter Pisces, its home sign, May 13th to July 28th in your 11th house of networking and socializing. So even though Jupiter will be in Aquarius for most of the year, it will dip into Pisces May into July. And I highly recommend that you take advantage of this time for networking and for reaching out to friends and socializing. Good energy there. By December 28th, Jupiter will be done with Aquarius and it will enter Pisces. But Jupiter is in Aquarius for most of the year. It dips into Pisces May 13th to July 28th. Take advantage of it. Saturn is in Aquarius in your 10th house the whole year. Limitations, challenge, growing up in your 10th house of career, also where you're getting the most abundance. Uranus is still in Taurus, will be there until 2025. You are breaking out of your shell, coming out as whoever the fuck you're coming out as, and really, really doing you, which is a bit scary for like grounded, fixed earth energy, but that is still constant. Now, eclipses for the year, which magnify certain areas of life as where the collective world events are most changing you in the process. So first eclipse is June 10th in Gemini. It is a solar eclipse, indicating a new beginning for the second half of the year that deals with finances and possessions. So thinking about getting more money or being taken on a trip, like something happens where you're like, yeah, I'm making more money, I'm saving more, like very financially effective transit. On November 19th, there is a partial lunar eclipse in your Taurus first house. The eclipse itself is in Gemini, but the sun and the moon, the nodes themselves are in Gemini and Sag, but they're so close to the cusp of Taurus and Scorpio that it's considered the eclipse is in Taurus because that's where the sun and the moon are. So this is a preview of the next eclipse cycle where the north node will be in your first house. You are about to be skyrocketed, my friend, into 2022 when the North Node and Uranus are in your first house. Whoa, you are going to be going through some radical forward acceleration of the forward movement of consciousness. Let's just say that. And this partial lunar eclipse is a letting go of something that might be hindering you from that. There might be a final letting go of something you didn't realize you needed to let go of before things pick up for you very quickly, 2022. Come back a year from now, we'll update. Finally, on December 4th, there is a total solar eclipse in your Sagittarius 8th house. This is a new beginning that will require a breakdown in your 8th house of shared finances and joint assets. So it does look like you're getting more financial footing beneath you, like building up credit or investments or things like that, and that's a major tone this year. So yeah, with that, it's a breakthrough year for you. I'm not saying that to every sign. You can go see. The spotlight is fairly on you and how you're showing up in career and how you might be at odds with what's expected of you there. So if you already have thoughts around the astrology coming up for you in 2021, let me know down below how this sounds for you. Now let's move into the tarot and oracle deck cards. Now let's pull a tarot card for Taurus Risings. We have the Hanged Man. The Hanged Man is a reminder not to martyr yourself, not to put yourself in an overextended way, but it's best when this is an intentional choice to let go of the material. It's best when we are hanging ourselves metaphorically so that we can come into contact with the divine and the spiritual. So much tension in your world might be leading you to be like, I'm gonna dip out and just do the spiritual because the material is not my jam right now, and that's valid. Next, let's pull the Law of Attraction card to get a bit more guidance for Taurus Risings. I understand the rules of the game of life. Now that I understand the rules of this game of eternal life, now that I understand the powerful law of attraction and deliberate creation, I can pre-pave segment by segment my life experience into becoming the allower I was born to be. For I was designed to fulfill a life of never-ending joy. Yeah, not getting so caught up in focusing on the stress. I know that sounds strange, but seeing it as that game that you're playing and breaking out of the matrix, I think is going to be a big phrase for you this year. If you enjoyed this and you would like to check out my courses and my offerings down below, everything is listed in the description for you to get started on as we enter 2021. So check out the Astrology Academy, the Manifestation Mysteries of the Moon, any other goodies I have going on there. Otherwise, make sure to like, subscribe, do all of the things, and let me know down below what you are claiming in 2021 for you. What are you seeking out based on these transits and what you feel like going after? Let me know. Otherwise, sending all the love, and I will see you in the next one.
There is one thing you're all forgetting, but endless morning will turn to night, and when